What's up, everybody? Azareal here for another episode of the A-DSplay uploading schedule for January 12th, 2014. Got a lot of exciting things happening this week, including new gameplay of some new games that I missed out in 2013. The YouTube content ID claims that I had, saying like gotten disputed. It's going to be like an update on that. The title for A-DSplay finally being taken off the videos, but is going to be left on the playlist, as well as a lot of other things. But I'm going to address that in a little bit later. Right now, I need to get this out the way and take the time out to thank everybody who has supported me, will continue to support me, and those that will support me in the future. In helping me achieve my goal in turning this into a full-time hobby. Into a full-time hobby that can be turned into a full-time job. That was my goal, from 2012 crossing into 2013, and I'm ashamed to say that it took an entire year for me to decide to sign up to Google AdSense, simply because, I've seen a lot of negative things happen with it. I've seen people whose channels were perfectly fine, and then they sign up for Google AdSense, and because of those terms and policies or whatever, the channels end up getting terminated, like almost instantly. And I didn't want that to happen to my channel. So I was still, looking into it, researching it, and my channel isn't popular enough for me to get one of those third-party, like contracts with those type of companies. But Google AdSense, because Google AdSense, it's such a flawed system, because the only way you can make money with it is if somebody clicks on an ad of that is placed on your video through Google AdSense, and there's no way for you to make any real money with that, because in all honesty, who is going to click on an ad, sound like by default, So unless you're constantly telling people, hey, would you mind clicking on a couple ads, which can get annoying for, you guys as well as myself, because I don't like asking people to like do certain things like that, not unless it's like a little contest video or something like that. But I don't like asking people to click on ads constantly, because eventually, like, it gets annoying. Okay, you guys heard me say it, many videos before. Do I have to really keep on saying it? You know what I mean? But every little bit helps, and I do appreciate all those who have been clicking on ads and will continue to click on ads, because right now that's the only way I can make money. I am in between jobs. I'm looking, but this city it's literally like no jobs here, and I've been out of work since August of 2013. It's just bad out here, and I'm trying to, and now I feel like I'm in a position where I want to turn this hobby into a full-time job. Like, I want to see if I'm able to do it, but of course I can't do it without your help. So thank you again to all those who have been supporting me and will continue to support me in the future. But with that being said, let's get on with the actual uploading schedule and everything that I have this week. So I posted a video last week, I believe it was sometime Friday, where I had downloaded 5 free games from the PlayStation Network, because I do have a PlayStation Plus membership. Now, in this video, I was asking people to vote on which one of the 5 games would they like to see me play, and it was out of Binary Domain, this indie game called IBOB, the Devil May Cry reboot, Borderlands 2, and what was the name of that last game? I believe it was Dyad, I believe. And all of these games, like, no two are really the same. You got Binary Domain, which is like a third-person shooter. You have Borderlands 2, which is a very popular game. That it's kind of like a comic book style first-person shooter, game. There's the Devil's May Cry reboot, which is like a hack and slash adventure style type of game, I guess you can call it. There's Ibn Ab, which is a platforming puzzle game, and then there's Dyad, which is, it's a very unique video game, what I can tell from the screenshots. Now, I haven't played any of these games before. I've seen playthroughs of them, videos here and there, but I never fully completed the play. I've never watched a full playthrough of these games, and these are games that I missed out back in 2013 because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 to even play them. You know what I mean? And even if I did, I wouldn't have had the money to buy the games anyway. But now that I have a PlayStation 3, and for the past couple of weeks, I would say for like the past couple of months, I've been stressing out not being able to buy new games and this, that, and the third, and I'm always sitting there looking at the glass as half empty instead of the glass being half full. You know what I'm saying? And instead of me sitting here complaining about not being able to buy new games, there's games that are for free, full games for free that I can download from PlayStation Network that I haven't played that I wanted to play. So now I'm thinking like, well, since I have the PlayStation Plus membership, why not just play these games that you never had the chance to play before? It's dead. It was dead all through, last month, but the games, just became free, in January. And, there's no new releases for any games, at least not to my knowledge, until the 28th of this month, which would be Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. And until then, it's pretty much just downtime. And this would be a perfect time for me to start playing those games and trying to play catch up with a lot of other channels on YouTube, And so with that being said, I will have new gameplay footage for you guys, which is good, because I have been worried for a while that I wouldn't be able to provide new gameplay for you guys, and this was going to become, or at least for the time being, a predominant Yu-Gi-Oh, like related channel. And that's not really what I wanted. I didn't start off doing Yu-Gi-Oh on this channel, and I kind of got into it after, like 1 or 2 years. But everything's aligned, and I need to play catch up with these games, and I want to play them. So I had a video up for vote. Nobody really voted on it, so I'm just tossing up, ideas as to which games I'm going to play. Now, I'm not going to be just playing one game at a time, because I think that would be boring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play 2 games at a time. Since all 5 of these games pretty much don't have anything in common, really, I'm going to be switching in between the games, this week, just so you guys can have a, nice variety of some like gameplay footage to watch, so you guys won't get bored with the same thing every day. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. That's as far as that's gonna go. So that's pretty much it with that. Infinite Crisis. I've been playing Infinite Crisis a lot these past couple of weeks, and tomorrow they have an update coming which is going to rebalance the game. Now, I'm interested in seeing what this rebalance is going to do. I'm looking for a screen recorder that doesn't lag too much. So if anybody has any knowledge of a really good screen recorder, please let me know, because I'm interested in playing this game with the least amount of lag possible. Like when I'm not recording, I don't have any problem with lag. But when I start recording, it happens with those screen recorders, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But if anybody has any knowledge of a really good screen recorder that I can use, uh, it'll be greatly appreciated. You know, so some Infinite Crisis may be coming this past week. The chances are I'm gonna be doing some Infinite Crisis this past week. Also, the YouTube claim disputes. It's really winding down to the time when those disputes are supposed to get responses, and I'm hoping that, you know, all these claims get cleared up, because I've seen people get copyright strikes for like legitimate, you know what I'm saying, claim disputes. Like, for example, like with me, I did the video, you know, last month of a company claiming me to have some music in a video of mine, but the music was never in the video. You know, it was pretty much just like this assumption, and YouTube's algorithm just fucks up everything. And less than a minute of me making the dispute, that claim had got, you know, that claim dispute was, you know, saying, like, rejected. So you have companies out there that are completely ignoring, you know, the fact that, hey, I'm letting you know the music that you're claiming that to be in this video, it's not in there. And those guys are just like, no, even though that's not the music that we're claiming it to be, we're just going to reject your notice, and we're just going to say that it is, you know. And it's complete BS, you know. This algorithm for this content ID policy was, in a way, I can see their side of it, because I understand them wanting to, you know, do a better job at, you know, detecting content, but they just kind of hit us with this, you know, and nobody really knew that it was coming unless you were in the know. But it is what it is. I'm just waiting on those responses, and when I get those, I will be doing an update video for those ASAP. And one thing I would like to say is that people need to go back and check their videos that had content ID claims put on them, and you need to see if any new claims are being put on those videos, because I actually went back and I found out that a couple of the videos actually had new claims on them being made, and I had to go back and I had to redispute, or I had to you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I had to make some redisputes on those videos. And so that's just like a little warning for everybody. Go back and check your videos. As I've said in the last A-DSplay uploading schedule last week, I will be taking the A-DSplay label out of the videos that I upload of any new playthrough that I do. Simply because I think it's just overkill at this point. I mean, you guys know that it's on this channel, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'll be able to get more viewers if it's the name of the actual game, like, just without my label on it. Now, I'm not completely getting rid of it. It's still going to be in the playlist that those videos are going to be hosted in, but the videos themselves will no longer have ADSPLAY in them. So that's a change that I'm making. Also, the channel name. Now, the name for this channel is ridiculous right now, and ever since the new, wait, first let me check, see how much time I have left. On 13 minutes in. Okay, but yeah, the channel name got completely messed up. Now, of course, the name of the channel is A-DSplay Yu-Gi-Oh 101, but first, let me give you guys some a little backstory on these issues. It's good tea. Anyway, you know, back in the day, back in like the early days of YouTube, anytime I would play like a new game, what I would do is that I would change the backdrop and I would change the title of my channel to let people know that, hey, this is the game that I will be playing for this week. And I continuously did that all the way up until now. Now, when Google and YouTube merged, you know what I'm saying, like this sound like they're companies together. Google Plus put a limit on how many times you're able to change your YouTube channel name. Now, I did not know this at the time. And so when Batman Arkham Origins, Blackgate, WWE 2K14, and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag were, out, I changed my channel name. And when I found out that it was a limit on how many times you could change your channel name, I went back to Google Plus I went back to my Google Plus profile to try to change it back, and it wouldn't allow me to do it. I wasn't allowed to do it anymore because it said I reached my limit. And hold on, somebody on Skype hit me up. But let me get finished with that. I lost my train of thought, man. What I was talking about? Oh yeah, Google Plus and their bullshit. But yeah, I was just blindsided by that change, and so for the longest now, my name on my channel has been Batman Arkham Origins, Blackgate, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, etc. And it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's stupid that I'm not allowed to change my channel name because of some Google policy, some bullshit Google policy. And I had sent a request to Google, to allow me to change my name one final time, and they have yet to get back to me on that. Now I'm trying to get it changed to something more sensible, something more reasonable. Right now I can't, be bothered with it, and I'm just waiting on time. Just waiting on them to respond to it in time, and hopefully they do, because having a name like this is ridiculous. And if worse comes to worse, in between these YouTube content ID claim disputes that I have and this channel name, I just may end up having to make a new channel. But hopefully that's not going to happen. I planned on making a new channel, but I kind of pushed it to the side because I'm like, I really don't need to do that. But if I'm not able to change my channel name to something more reasonable, I feel like I'm going to have to. And I shouldn't have to change. The only option for me to change my name should not have to be for me to make a new channel. You know what I mean? And right now, that's the only way that you have to do it, unless they respond that, that your name change request actually went through, and they're going to allow you to change it one final time. But they're only allowing people, now I want you to get this, they're only allowing people that have business reasons. Say, for example, like your company brand name changed, and you need to change the name of your channel, to, like for those reasons, or just things along the line of that. Like, so I'm hoping that some miracle happens. They see that, hey, I'm trying to turn this into a business. I need to change the name to something more sensible. Maybe that can help. I don't know, but that remains to be seen. I'm still waiting on them to respond to me, and that's pretty much that. Also, a lot of people are going to get mad at me for this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 FanDay will be put on hiatus until the following Friday after the release of Primal Origin. So there will not be another Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 FanDay until February, let me see, what's that? The 21st, which is like the third week in February. The reason why I'm doing this, because anytime I do an ADSPLAY, I have to focus on that game. Like, I can't just toss that aside. Or I haven't really found a way for me to, balance and focus on, this over here as well as, this over here. You know what I mean? And I will do that in due time. I'm still working on, what I'm saying? I'm still working on trying to plan out my schedules so that, I can have time to do this, this, and this. Because right now I kind of have like this tunnel vision that anytime I'm doing one thing, I just want to focus on that one thing. You know what I mean? So in due time. But for right now, I think people get a good understanding of what the well, what this format is. And yeah, I enjoy spending time with you guys, but I really want to play catch up with these games, and I think these are games that people would really like to see me play. So anytime I did an ADSPLAY, I kind of moved those Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 fan days to the side. Now I still do card reviews, I still do the video game and anime only archetype reviews and card reviews and those videos, etc. Tips, you know, all of that, all of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content that I do. Speaking of which, there's some new cards, there are some new TCG exclusives that have been confirmed for Legacy of the Valiant that I will be doing this week, as well as a bunch of video game and anime only cards that I want to, you know, also do a video on. But yeah, I'm not completely stopping doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content until you know, the release of Primal Origins. I'm just putting it to the side right now. It's really just on hiatus. You know, so please understand, you know, in due time I will try to schedule my time better, because it's people that actually look forward to the fan days, and I really don't want it to just, you know, saying like leave them hanging like that. But understand, it's games that I need to play, and right now that's my only focus. And you know, I'm gonna try to schedule out my time in this year to where I can say, okay, this is what I'm doing for this week, and Friday I'm doing this, and you know, so that's what it is for right now. And that's basically everything this week. So as far as gameplay goes, we got Binary Domain. Again, I tried to leave it up to vote. Nobody really voted on it, so I'm gonna make the decision to play multiple games this week, so you guys don't get bored with one thing. You guys get multiple videos of different games, so you guys can get like a variety of things to watch throughout the week. I have card reviews coming. I have video game and anime only card, you know what I'm saying, I have those card reviews coming. And Infinite Crisis is getting an update, and I plan on doing some Infinite Crisis gameplay, you know, so like post update, to check out the, you know, some of the rebalances that have happened in the game, and to see if they added anything new to the game as well. So with that being said, that is everything. I hope you guys are ready for this week. I'm getting excited because I'm eager to get my hands on some of that gameplay, get my hands on some of those games, and to play them. And I hope you guys join me along for the ride. Again, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. It's in the video description for any daily updates that I may have in regards to changes to the schedule, or any little thing that could lead to me, I don't know, because maybe, I don't know, something random might happen and I may not be able to play a game that day, you know, but at least I will be able to inform you of that. Now, of course, none of that, I don't have any, you know what I'm saying, like plans of that happening, but it's good to have that connection with you guys to be able to inform you other than YouTube. So with that being said, peace, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.